8:47, Seattle's Morning News, and now joining us, Mickey Gomez, who has a quiz in honor of Bicycle Safety Month.
This is true. Yes. Yesterday was National Ride Your Bike Day. So did either of you get out of your house and ride your bike?
Of course. It was a gorgeous day. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah.
I got yelled at by a pedestrian, though, so that was fun.
Why did you get yelled at?
Well, and see, I haven't ridden a bike in a very long time, but I know No, I'm not saying I did anything wrong. Oh. What I'm saying is that what I hear is the sentiment between drivers and bicyclists. I'm well accustomed to that fight. What I didn't expect was for it to be put on me in a suburb, just riding my bike for pleasure and fun.
You're like, doo-doo-doo, and somebody's like, hey, rah, rah, rah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to stop and be like, hey, you don't even know me. Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, I get it. And it was a pedestrian.
Yeah, it was a pedestrian.
It wasn't even a driver.
Who,
okay.
by the way, didn't look both ways before entering the crosswalk. So,
So there. Okay. Well, we've got 11 questions up at mynorthwest.com. It's right there on the front page, and it's a real quick quiz. We want to test your knowledge of how well you know bicycle safety laws. So I'm going to quiz you guys. I'm just going to ask you a couple quick questions. Is that okay?
yes.
All right, cool. Currently, true or false, there's no state law requiring helmet use. However, some cities and counties do require helmets.
True.
Okay.
Okay, true, sure.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it.
Yes.
All right.
I knew it. I knew there was a loophole. Because it was just recently, it was like in the last few years that they got rid of the state helmet law. Yeah.
All right,
Sully's nodding at me. Yes.
I know. I'm like, turn your mic on, Sully. Get in this.
No. This is your show.
Oh, okay. All right. Bicyclists must yield to pedestrians while on sidewalks or in crosswalks.
Yes.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
I knew that.
You got it right.
See?
Okay, number 3. Is an electric-assisted bicycle considered a bicycle by Washington State? Yes or nope?
No.
I think yes. Which is it?
Dave got it right.
Yay!
Oh, interesting. So it's not considered a motor vehicle when it's electric.
It's considered a bike.
Okay.
So there you go. You want me to ask you one more? Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Let's see if
I
we
have
can
a
tie it up.
follow-up question for
All
that
right.
number 3.
Okay, yeah. Is it illegal for bikers to treat stop signs as yield signs?
No.
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal for bikers to treat a stop sign as if it were a yield sign?
Yes, because I believe bikes, if they're on the road, have to follow all the rules of the road.
And Colleen, what do you say?
I'm just going to say the opposite for fun. I'm going to say
Okay.
no.
False.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
wait,
not
what does
illegal.
that mean then? No, it's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Oh,
There
so
you
they
go.
they don't have to stop.
No.
No,
Really?
They
what
do
about,
not.
What about red lights?
they do. They should stop. Yes. They should stop, but they don't. I see a lot of them just blow
That's the
through.
freedom of being on a bike.
Yeah.
You can see if anybody is coming in oncoming traffic, and being able to just go. It's like a motorcyclist who can lane split. That's the benefit of being in a smaller motorized vehicle.
Though that is illegal.
Here,
Yes.
but in California they can.
But
in
here,
many states they
it's
can.
illegal.
One
Here
state.
it's illegal.
One state.
Okay,
California.
that's fine, but I can see that giving advantage to smaller motorized vehicles to make those exceptions, to be able to yield where there's no other cars. Why stop a bike?
Well, because oncoming traffic, because people aren't paying attention, you should adhere to the laws. I just want to say that since I've lived here, I have become one of the most cautious drivers I've ever been in my entire life
Yeah.
because of the pedestrians, because of the cyclists, and almost every day I save someone's life because I pay attention. I'm not on my phone. I'm not listening to the music loud. And every day, someone will cut me off on a bicycle. Someone will walk in front of me while my light is green, and they'll just cross the street without even looking because they've got headphones on.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that we bring light to Bicycle Safety Month and that bicyclists really know their laws before putting on their helmets or not and getting on the bike.
Knowing that you can yield rather than stop isn't necessarily something that's going to save. If anything, they should make it illegal to be able to yield when you should stop,
The
because that would
yielding
keep everyone safer.
allows them to at least slow and scope and go, so I could kind of see that. But I think I think the biggest frustration I hear from drivers is that we all want consistency on the roads, whether it's people who know how to merge
Yeah.
or so if a bicycle is on the road and has to follow the rules of the road, drivers are looking for consistency so they know, oh, that person's going to stop, and then all of a sudden they're not now.
But there's not consistency in the law, so how can we expect consistency in behavior?
It's like at a four-way
Because you
stop,
should.
you know that all the cars are going to stop.
Correct.
And if you go on that assumption, but the bike doesn't follow that, you're going to slam into them.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. I mean, I know that we live in a city where Vision Zero is something. It feels like almost an impossible, vision where we have no fatalities on with pedestrians and bicyclists. But they're hopeful, and I think it's important that again, before you get on a bike here in the city of Seattle or anywhere, you must know the laws because let me tell you. Every single day when I go and pick up my daughter in Madrona, I almost come into a near accident with a bicyclist or a pedestrian.
See, and this is the kind of sentence. So I was like, oh, curious how our texters are responding to this bike conversation because the hatred between drivers and bicyclists is so real. And somebody wrote, bicyclists are terrible people. They act like that's the kind of behavior from drivers that does get people killed, is when you assume somebody's character and motivation without knowing them. People make mistakes on the road as drivers. People do it as bicyclists.
Listen,
I commend you guys for educating
I'm a cyclist, and I am a cyclist. I'm a former triathlete. I flipped off of my bike. I was clipped in. I flipped off. I broke my left leg and broke my ankle in 3 places.
Yeah.
I get it. I love cycling. Haven't been on a bike since, but that's my own fear. But now, we got to be careful.
Let's stop assigning people adjectives, right? You're not just a terrible person because you're riding a bike. You're just somebody who needs more education.
I want people to be a little more aware of what they're doing while they're riding throughout the city.
Can't we all just get along?
Can't we? Yes, we can.
Mickey Gomez. Thank you, Mickey.
You're welcome.